my first lady, who is now going by the name Alakara, somebody we know, people are not actually criticizing her because that is not a good advice. But do you know what? She was betraying the government, which is supposed to be part of it. Of course, I believe that somebody can refresh his or her memory. Even this in this adoration, even here in Igondo, we have celebrated two sisters. One that came and said, I was selling Akamu, and then favor found me. And now as I speak to you, I export Akamu. Somebody has given that testimony. Even as we are, yes, as we, it's not when we were far, as we are already here. So it's something that just happened recently. Maybe within last 1 year or last 2 years. Yes, I think she shared that testimony either here or in Ibadan. But at least what matters is that we have crossed over to St. John Igondo. And again, this one, everybody will remember, a lady that we mentioned, that she came to share her testimony. And what happened? She says, I come at that popular bus stop in Okafa Gate. And we know, from just putting her tray and then displaying the account, she now has shops. She even, from the proceeds of the account, she changed their apartment to a bigger one, and every other thing God has done. But then the truth is that yes, we in adoration know that God can bless anything we do and gives us that opportunity. But why people are actually registering their displeasure over the comment of that woman about, that you go and you must find something to do, even if it means selling akara, selling corn, and then making, that's the cornflakes, the kulikili of a thing. You see it, because she is not in capacity to say so. Why was her husband elected? Her husband was elected to change my situation, to change your. And that is why, if they did well for these past 3 years, we will say that we are reaping the dividend of democracy. I have for the demo of Borosiacracy, and somebody is saying reaping what? What dividend are we reaping? That is why, thank God that you are an adorer. You can bear me witness of the testimonies I shared of how God used those petty business and then blessed somebody and expanded the coast of someone. But you can see, it's just because also the person that is recommending this does not have the moral justification to do so. She doesn't have the moral ground, because yes, they were elected there so that they will be able to give us good opportunity. And that's why, if they were able to create that opportunity, there will be so much productivity in the country. And once there is productivity, somebody is not saying, if everybody starts frying akara and making kulikili, who will buy from who? And that is why there is a woman they interviewed. She's still at the roadside, roasting her corn and then selling pea, and says she makes 2.5 million. If there is no other thing that woman does, it's lie. It's a lie. If she told us, maybe she's one of Omiuku daughter, that she started this corn and God blessed her and she expanded and then diversified and have other places she's supplying corn. But thank God she was fanning herself with her coupe and said that, hey, I am making 2.5 as returns. Lie. Serious. Trust our people now. Trust the politicians. They might have been, they did not. Some of us have actually first-hand knowledge of all these things. If you don't mingle with the people, how will you know how the people are faring? It's part of it. That saying that politicians, they are there for us. But if you don't go to the grassroots, just like as we are here, we have mixed congregation. You have the big, you have the small, you have the rich, you have the poor, you have the struggling ones, you have the stable ones, and you can be able to have many instances to defend whatever statement you make.